I mean, I think Greensboro Day is kind of the model in our state. I mean, Freddie's been doing it so long, and I love talking to him because he's got kids from 1984 that come back and he's coaching their kids now. And I mean, if I could pick anybody to coach my son, I'd want it to be him because he's a coach. Right. You know, he holds the kids accountable. He makes them better young men. He's with them through their life, and they've always got a place to come back to that's home. You know, and I think that's something that a lot of the guys in the state that do it the right way because of Freddie. You know, and I think we've got a lot of long tenured coach in the hoop state that see value in building a program versus coaching teams.
Freddie Johnson, Greensboro Day School, 43 years, athletic director and varsity boys basketball coach.
You built a dynasty here at Greensboro Day. Tell us a bit about your coaching philosophy, coaching a team versus building a dynasty that you've done here.
You know, I think the key is our culture of our team. I think our kids have bought in. You know, we got kids who might come in and average 20 points a game at other schools. We come in here and average 12. A great example is Reggie Dillard, who played for me. He was like averaged 27 points a game at Greensboro Dudley. When he came here, he only averaged 12 his first year, and he bought into what we do. He bought into the culture, and that's what our kids have done a great job of. And that means academically, because we're a great school on the academic front. That means socially, making good choices, and it means basketball-wise. And that's the key to our success, and my success at Greensboro Day, is that we do have a culture. And we're a program all the way out from 7th grade.
Looking back, I had such a great time. Coach Johnson and Coach Schmidt, the whole staff, everybody, the whole staff. They're just great people, and they really want the best for their players, and they want the best for me. And that's ultimately why I still come back and communicate with those guys, come work out in the gym, be around all the young guys and stuff like that, because I want that program to be at the biggest height that they can get to because of everything that they did for me in my game. And me and my boys, looking back, played on some of the greatest teams. I think I played on the best teams to ever come through there.
It's tough now.
But,
a lot of great teams there.
Yeah, it was a lot of great teams, but I think we had a great time. From me, Jordan, JP, Alex, Will, all of us, we all had a great time. And just looking back at it, I think those times are really going to carry our friendships, keep us connected throughout. When we're 50, 60 years old, walking with canes, we always going to be talking about that. So.
I think athletics teaches you a lot of things. And I think here at Greensboro Day, I'm real a stickler on doing the right thing. And that's in the classroom as well as in the basketball court. And yes, nothing makes me any happier. I had Jordan Perkins call me on the phone, said, "Coach, I love you. Just want to tell you that." Or John Newman, who does the same thing. You know, John won the gold medal this summer and with Clemson, and he called me out. He said, "I'm at the day school. Can you come out? We want to show you the gold medal." I come out here, we get our picture made together, and things like that are just touching. I mean, I just love it. I mean, I got 22 kids. That's the way I look at it. They're my sons, and I treat everyone like my son. My son will tell you I treated him harder, but I think I was pretty good with him.
It was very tough for me actually, since, you know, we play GDS and HACO, and I never thought I would ever be over here at Greensboro Day School. So it was kind of tough at first. It was a lot of hate at the beginning, but once I got here and once I adjusted, the hate went away. But it was very tough at the beginning.
When a young man is interested in coming to Greensboro Day, you sit down with the player and the family. What do you tell them to be expected playing for you?
I tell them what we expect. I'm very honest with them. I'm truthful that you're not going to come here and get 20 shots a game. That we expect you to do the work in the classroom. I expect you to behave yourself off the court, and I expect you to play hard and buy into our culture. And you know, not every kid is a good fit for us. And I think I'm lucky that we've had so many kids buy in. We got great leadership, and you got Cam Hayes and Carson McCorkle, who could be averaging 20-plus points a game somewhere else. They came here and they bought into it. And we've added a couple of kids this year who are great scorers, but they bought into being team first.
Coach Freddie told my family that it's going to be a different style of play. Like, I'm not going to get as many shots as I did, but I'm going to be more consistent and more efficient with my shots. And I'm going to shoot less, but I'm going to know I can hit those shots when I do shoot them.
The kids are funny. They'll tell the players that are thinking about coming here, the students, that you don't play defense, you don't do this, you don't do that, don't come here. And they're good, they're honest about that. The new kids they got this year, our veteran kids have told them, hey guys, it's done this way, this is how you do it. So.
Some of the things that I've learned that I need to adjust to is like the defense, the rotations of certain defenses and how they move at certain times.
Basically being more verbal and mainly on defensive end, but it made me better, but defensive-wise was a big adjustment.
Y'all won 3 straight back-to-back state championships. You have 11. Now this year's team is pretty talented. You return an ACC level backcourt in Cam Hayes, who just committed to NC State, Carson McCorkle, who's been committed to the University of Virginia. Tell us a little about coaching those 2 young men for the past year for Cam and the last 2 years for Carson.
Let me tell you what, I mean, I'll start with Carson because he's been here longer. Right. He was a true joy coming into the program. You know, he bought into what we do. He bought into the team first and playing defense, and he's just gotten better and better and better. And this fall, he's been unbelievable in the workouts and the intensity and the leadership. And you know, everybody knows he can shoot the ball, but he was one of our best defensive players last year also. His first year, it took him, I guess I want to say when we played Zion in the and down at Spartanburg Day, that's when he really broke out, and late when Will Dillard went out. Right. He stepped in that spot and he led us to a state championship. He played great.
I mean, that's a really good question. I would say I don't put up insane numbers like some of these guys do. You know, I come here to Greensboro Day, I play here to win. I don't play to put up big numbers. I don't play to score 30 points a game. You know, I try to do what, you know, my team needs me to do to win. And not all the time is that going to be me scoring 25 points, or is that going to be me getting triple doubles or anything like that. You know, I'm going to play defense, I'm going to take a charge, go get a rebound. And I think with national scouts, I think they tend to look at scoring points and things like that way more than actually making a winning play.
And then Cam, I can't say enough good stuff about Cam Hayes. He's a joy to coach. He does a great job of pushing the ball up the floor and sharing the ball. State's getting a real good player in him, and he'll be perfect in the style of play that Keats plays, which is up and down. And what Cam did for us late in the year, when Austin Inge was hurt, we moved him more over to a point. We played 2 points, but we made him more the point, and he really got the ball down the court for us.
Being able to win another ring, I know they won at Greensboro, they won 3 in a row, so we're trying to make it 4 in a row this year. And hopefully get invited to Geico, because you know they went to Dix when they beat IMG that year, so they always wanted to go back, and now they changed it to Geico, so that's really one of our priorities this year. Basically just winning a ring and being able to get an invitation to Geico.
Well, you've added some nice pieces to the puzzle. You have Brock Williams,
Yes.
And a lot of people, when Brock announced he was coming to Greensboro Day, they were shocked.
Yeah,
because
you know what? I only saw Brock play a few times, but one of them he got 37 on it, so I knew who he was. And when they told me he was coming over to visit, it was a surprise to us. But his coach, you know, really sent him our way, and he did a great job of helping us out with that. And I think Brock has been a joy to work with. I mean, what I know of Brock is a kid that works hard on the court, but he also is working hard in the classroom. And I'm just really proud of what he's done and how he stepped in and stuff. And he's going to help us this year, of course.
It's been a smooth transition. I kind of like that better because I can be more of like a relaxed player. Like everything doesn't have to be on me. Now I can just play my regular game.
Listen, Brock Williams, who left us at BCA and ended up at Greensboro Day, I'm rooting for Brock. I really hope Brock does well, other than one game, and that's when he plays us. Really rooting for Brock though, and you know, you talk about the ultimate respect, that's for Freddie Johnson.
Right, before a kid comes here, I ask the kids, do you like this kid? Is he all right? And they make sure he's the type of kid that's going to fit in. If they don't like him, they don't think, and I tell the people, I tell the player and the family that they're probably better off going somewhere else to school.
it's sort of like a family decision.
Yes, it is definitely a family decision. I ask them what they think. I don't make decisions myself. I bring my kids in and make sure they know him. And like, I'll take Brock. All my kids already knew Brock. They already liked him. And it was an easy thing for him. And where Bryce and Jaden, they became part of the family over the summer. So
I would say play to win. I think some of these kids, I don't know for sure, but I know when I was, you know, their age and younger, getting caught up in scoring points and making highlight plays and things like that gives you the wrong kind of attitude and the wrong kind of influence. And I think, you know, for these guys, if they make winning plays and listen to what Coach Johnson's telling them, they're going to be way better off than if they just kind of, you know, focus on scoring points and making highlight plays.
Is this one of your deeper teams that you've had, especially in the backcourt?
In the backcourt, it definitely is. But in 2015, we had 12 guys go on and play college basketball with that team. In 2017, we had 9 guys go on and play college. They're probably a little deeper, but this team in the backcourt, it's unbelievable what we have.
The chemistry that we had, I think, was that 16, 17 season. That was my junior year, I think. Like, the chemistry that we had and the players that we had, we didn't have any, like, 5-star guys. Like, I went to the biggest school, but I think that, like, the chemistry is kind of what carried us. And I think that I brought that to this team because I realized that we didn't have some boatloads of talent, really, but our chemistry is really what got us there, and we were able to beat teams that on paper, we're not supposed to be beating. We were supposed to be getting thrashed by 30 to these teams. Like, on paper, we're supposed to, but we were able to beat teams, like, really, we beat them by 20 IMG, 20 ball, like, they had all these guys, but I'm telling these guys, and Amir's just under realize that, like, our chemistry is really what can help you get wins that you're not technically supposed to win.
I want to win another state championship. I'd love to go off on that. To get back to the Geico Nationals, which they got back to in 2017 was the last time they went. That was a year before I came. So if we've got a shot at doing that this year, so I'd love to get back to that. And then, you know, we'll be in the Chick-fil-A Classic and the Bass Pro as well. So winning those tournaments and winning state championship are the main goals for me this season.
I got problems on problems on problems on problems on problems on problems I solve them. I run through the money, the pressure be calling. Left on my blessings, I feel like I'm falling. The birdie is back, tell me I'm garbage. I'm going through something, that's why I ain't calling. Phone and progression, it's all that I wanted. The phone and affection, I summon and dub it. Cause I got problems on problems on problems on problems on problems on problems I solve them. I run through the money, the pressure be calling.